Traveling with Dan.
It's another great day for a drive in the Rocky Mountains. This is Highway 93, and if you look down the middle of the highway, it goes on and on and on and on and on. There are places along the side where you can stop and take pictures, as I did. It's a fantastic road to drive. And look at this, we've already arrived at our destination. The Athabasca Glacier is one of the 6 principal toes of the Columbia Icefield located in the Canadian Rockies. The glacier currently loses depth at a rate of about 5 meters or 16 feet per year. It has receded more than 1.5 kilometers and lost over half of its volume in the past 125 years. We're going across the highway between the 2 Rocky Mountains to the icefield directly behind me. So let's get to it. All right, here's the view from the parking lot. You can take a tour of the ice fields on a vehicle, or you can walk it. There are parts of it that might be a bit unsafe to walk on, but hundreds of people do walk on that every day. The walk from the parking lot to an area closer to the glacier is 1.5 kilometers, and it's generally considered a moderately challenging route. It takes an average of 28 minutes to complete. There's a lot to see on the walk-in. After all, the Rocky Mountains are right there, and each and every step brings you closer and closer to them and to the glacier. How gorgeous is that? Located right here. This is located right here in Alberta, what you're seeing. And there it is, the Athabasca Glacier. Easily accessible, it's the most visited glacier in North America. The leading edge of the glacier is within easily walking distance. However, travel onto the glacier is not recommended unless you have the proper equipment. Hidden crevices have led to the deaths of unprepared tourists. Now they tell you shouldn't go down into the glacier. There are signs everywhere telling you that, but the only thing keeping you from going down onto the glacier is a tiny string rope. There's no guides or security to stop you. The only security I saw were the people walking and talking with people and taking them down past the rope. But there are warnings everywhere not to go down onto the glacier. And on this day, I listened to them. I'm not normally one to pay attention to signs and rules when I travel, but something told me to listen to them on this day. After all, I have a great camera. I can get close enough to standing on the glacier without ever actually standing on it. Yeah, my camera is that good. So here we are. Welcome to the Athabasca Glacier. It's magical and mystical and very, very cold. After all, you're standing on or near ice. By the way, this is the view back at the parking lot. Now, you can see the little bit of the ice glacier off to the left-hand side. That's the parking lot. That's the distance I walked to get up closer to the glacier, and other people walk their way up to this area where I am right now. And the glacier used to go all the way down to where the cars are parked. There are signs all over the place telling you where the glacier used to extend to, and those are haunting because there's nothing we can physically do to stop it from receding. The glacier will probably disappear between 2040, yes, as early as 2040 and 2100. And again, all of this area that we're seeing here used to be covered in ice. It truly is like looking up close at another planet. The later in the day you go and stay, the more clouds clear up, and you get to see images like this, with the glacier going back, but even being lower. That's why I travel and take so many pictures, so I can get shots like this. But remember, when you go, bring a jacket or two, bring warm winter clothes for even in the middle of the summer. It's freezing up on the Athabasca Glacier. After all, it's ice. This is how warm and gorgeous it is on the other side of the highway. I had to take most of my jackets and stuff off because it was too warm. The ice is gone from here. Now, there have been some notable accidents that have occurred, and the worst one is worth mentioning. On July 18th, 2020, a sightseeing snow coach rolled over on the glacier's Moraine early in the afternoon. That killed 3 people and injured 24. That happened in the lower left-hand side of this picture near the trees, closer to right there and the trees. And on October 5th, 2018, an employee of the sightseeing company died in the parking lot after suffering serious injuries when she was struck by an unmanned bus following a collision. May those people who have perished here rest in peace. Canada is such a beautiful country, isn't it? It's absolutely breathtaking. Coming up on the next episode of Traveling with Dan, we will explore one of the world's largest public collections of antique vehicles at the Gasoline Alley Museum, including this car located in the back garage from 1905. Amazing. It's also amazing. And that's where we're headed next time.
Traveling with Dan.